Hello friends, Rabbi Cukierkorn here, and today I'll talk with you about this week's Torah portion, Ki Tisa, which we find something quite interesting that gives me the chance to talk with you about something we seldom talk about, which is God. I think it's curious that we define ourselves as Jews, as religious people, people of God, and how seldom do we talk about God. Perhaps one of the reasons why that is so is because God is really difficult to understand. Maimonides, the Rambam, said that we can only define God by what's called the via negativa, the negative way. We can only say what God is not. No, I am mortal, God is immortal. So I don't know what it means to be immortal. I know that God is not like me. I have limited understanding. God has endless understanding, all the understanding. So thus, I don't know how does it feel to have all the understanding in the world. I only know what it feels to have limited understanding. And I know that God is not like me. And yet, in this week's Torah portion, we find two verses, and they are verses in chapter 34 of Exodus, verses 6 and 7, that they describe something called God's 13 attributes, or sometimes they're called the midot, or the midot are measures or ikarim, principles. And although it's impossible to describe God's essence, the rabbis listed 13 moral qualities, 13 ways in which God operates in the world. So rather than actually describing God's essence, it describes the methodology that God uses to act in the world. And they come exactly from this Torah portion. I'll read for you. It says, the Lord, merciful God and gracious, long-suffering, filled with goodness and truth, merciful to many thousands, forgiving evil, misdeeds, and sin. He will not clear the guilty, conferring the sins of the fathers upon the children's children, even to the third and fourth generations. And then there's commentary. Commentary says that explains each word, the 13 qualities. So begin with Adonai. Adonai shows compassion before a person sins. Second time Adonai, Lord, the Lord, compassion after a person has sinned. El means God is might and compassion to give all creatures according to their needs. Rachum, merciful, that humankind may not be distressed. Hanun, gracious, if humankind is already in distress. Erech Apayim, slow to anger. Rav Chesed, plenteous in mercy. Emet, truth. Notzer Chesed Lalafim, keeping mercy at the thousands. Nosei Avon, forgiving iniquity. Nosei Pesha, forgiving transgression. Nosei Chata, forgiving sin. Venakeh, and pardon. That's how God operates in the world according to our rabbis. These verses are so important that they comprise these 13 attributes of God, that they are recited before the open ark on all Jewish holidays, except when the holiday falls on Shabbat. For example, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we definitely recite those. This is a little more esoteric lesson, but go back, have a look at Exodus 34, 4 and 6. It gives us a measure of how God operates in our world, according to our values. Shabbat Shalom. Remember, we're there every Friday. Torah study at 5, 6 o'clock services, all kinds of exciting programming. Just look in our website. Shabbat Shalom.